Hello, hello, hello. I am back. This time we're going to be doing uh, Legacy Madness. Like, what's it called? I think it's just called Madness, right? Like, it's the Putrid Imp, Angie's Ravager LED pile. Like, the successor to Dredge. Um, but we're playing in Manatraders this time just because I need to get these out of the way. Um, I'm supposed to join the match, so we just gotta wait for that. Here, I guess I can pull up the list I'm using in the meantime. This is the most recent list I could find that did quite well. Uh, believe that's Felix, X File, but ninth place with it, and I believe this was the showcase. No, this was the challenge. Oh, on. Um, but anyway, this is the list. From what I've seen, it's generally pretty weak versus combo decks. That's what these Mind Break Traps and like Leyline of the Voids are for, like so that you stand a chance versus Reanimator or something because they're just often going to be faster than you. Um, but it's pretty good against like Force of Will decks, which is why I kind of want to try it. Play. So the other thing is that this deck can mulligan very aggressively, so that you get like a playable hand. So like, let's see what would this hand do? It goes turn one Faithless Looting, pitch two Vengevines, right? That seems kind of like it's not bad, but like I feel like I could definitely. Hmm. Ah, this is interesting because like I'm trying to think what we're doing here, right? Like we're playing looting, discard the two Vengevines, and then just passing. Like we don't have like any plays. We aren't gonna be able to Madness the Ravagers out. I'm gonna mulligan this. It doesn't really do anything. Uh, this hand is a lot more interesting because we can potentially get a bunch of Vengevines on turn two. I'm gonna keep back Faithless Looting. Taiga. Actually, I suppose I should cycle this first. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna cycle that one yet, but just because I'm likely going to be discarding these two Vengevines. Okay. Huh. Kind of awkward. Anger. Vengevine? Okay, nope, not cast. Cycle this. Okay, well, that could be worse. We're looking for any of the 8 root wallas here. I'm just gonna pass the turn so we can go Putrid Imp into Putrid Imp next turn. Yeah, if they have Wasteland, it's kind of rough, but okay. Well, Root Walla makes this much better. So I'll play the Putrid one Putrid Imp first, see if we can bait out like a Force or something. Actually, if they have Force, I wouldn't like that very much, but anyway, discard, Vengevine. Fetches in response? Do they have like a Lightning Bolt or something? Okay, cool. Well then discard the Root Walla. Cast the Root Walla, get back the Vengevines. Yes. Yes. That can be die. And then I'll just pump this up, I suppose. And then just jam. Next turn I have Flashback Faithless Looting. I mean, I think we're in a pretty good spot here, all things considered. It's... I'm not sure. Maybe they're on like... No, Sneak Attack wouldn't play Bolt, likely. I'm assuming they're just on like Delver, but maybe they had like a really slow start, like a really reactive hand. I don't even know. So they had like Force of Will. They probably would have forced the Putrid Imp, right? Maybe they had like a bunch of dazes in their hand or something, and I was able to play around it. Well, who knows? Uh, so versus Delver, I don't think we really want to change much of anything. Like Firestorm doesn't actually do a whole lot of anything because sometimes they just don't have creatures, and it's not like we need to kill creatures of theirs. Maybe we can bring in like, I mean, if they have like graphics, I don't even think we're supposed to play around anything, any like hate or anything right now, right? Because like they could very easily have a Graph Digger's Cage or something, but it doesn't actually stop anything. Excuse me, besides Vengevine and I guess Faithless Looting, but we'll keep. And just quite solid. We just get a turn one hollow one. Vengevine LED. I don't think. I think I'll just play the Putrid Imp and then just hope it doesn't get dazed or forced or anything. Brainstorm. Okay. Because what this start will do will just get a Root Walla and a Hollow one. Or we'll play Putrid Imp. We'll go discard, probably discard Basic Mountain, and then discard something else. No, they are going to Force of Will it. Okay, that makes sense. No, they're not going to Force of Will it. Okay, well, I'll just start discarding, I guess. One card, two card. Three card. All one is free. Yeah. Pretty sure you wanted to force the Imp there, but because if I had like a Vengevine, maybe that's like a sign they have a surgical or something, but who knows? See what I draw. Faithless Looting. Well, don't think I really want to cast that yet. I think I'm just gonna jam with the Root Walla until they tell me otherwise. Okay, I want to give myself more draws, like an Angie's Ravager or another Hollow one or something. And we are still chunking them for quite a bit. I guess this is what, a 5? Oh no, 6/6. Well, that is the stop to our plans. But it's fine. I'm gonna flashback looting here. Likely just been the other looting. Huh. This is awkward. 1, 2. Yeah, that's not ideal, but it's fine. Cage. Okay. Well, we were expecting something along those lines. Ooh, that's a good one. Faithlessly Loot. Bin. Hollow one. Yeah, sure. I got another hollow one. Yeah, days here. That would be rough, but we're just playing to the best of our abilities here. It's not like we can afford to like sandbag it or something. Just to we can't afford to just sandbag it just to hope that we won't get dazed because they've got a 6/6. We gotta stop that. I say because Firestorm doesn't actually, because you have to have X targets for it is the problem. So it would take quite a bit to we'd need 6 targets and well, that is not a great draw. because we can't actually cycle it, or we just die. Yeah. So the problem is, like, we could have technically cycled last turn, but then we don't get a draw here. Well, that is lethal, so I will just honorably go out here. Burning Inquiry. A few of these. I guess it wouldn't have changed much of anything, but still. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it back. Leyline I don't think is worth it just to turn off Murktide and DRC. Like it's fine, but I think if they're getting to the point where they can where they can cast Murktide, they're probably in a good enough spot already. Cool. This hand is good. I will keep it. The question is, what do I do on this turn? I could go Imp, discard, discard, discard. That feels bad. I think I'm just gonna lead on Imp and pass the turn. Maybe we can get like a turn 2 Andy's Ravager or something, and then attack with it with Anger to give it haste. Maybe this is just greedy. Huh. I think that's good. I don't want to discard Anger yet. Street Wraith, that's good. Cycle that. Land is not great. I do want to play around Daze here, so I'm going to play the Taika first. Nope. Let's go like that in case I draw an Imp. Huh. This is weird. Discard, discard, play. Next turn, maybe we get like a Burning Inquiry into Andu's Ravager, and then attack there, refill our hand. Seems fine. They were on a mulligan. Wasteland. That one's annoying. If they do decide to do that, but I suppose then they're not answering our hollow one, right? So you win some, you lose some. Badlands. Well, casting Burning Inquiry doesn't actually like get us anywhere right now, so I think I'm just gonna keep punching and then try and Burning Inquiry into the Andu's Ravager next turn. Hollow One does dodge a lot of their removal, which is quite nice. If this is Murktide, I'm gonna be very sad. It's no fun. Vengevine. I'm gonna flashback looting now. Ooh. This is interesting. So I can't cast the second creature spell this turn. So I'm just gonna pass. And then next turn we can try and Burning Inquiry and then hit another creature to cast. DRC, cool. We don't want to see Grafdigger's Cage here. That is the worst card for us. DRC, yep, cool, cool. Cast as many DRCs as you would like. Blue Brainstorm, cool. Pin the Wasteland, yep. Yeah, I suppose the good thing is right now they can't attack. They can't attack with their Murktide Regent, because then we just hit them back for 4, and we'd be winning that race, even with them jump blocking. I think. They what 4 attacks? No, I guess they would technically win the race if they decided to jump block with the DRCs. But see what we hit. Wooded Foothills. So now is the awkward part. How do I sequence this? Do I lead on LED or do I lead on Burning Inquiry? I'm trying to think which is better. I think I'll lead on LED. So I think I want to play this because I want to maximize my hits of, maximize my chances of hitting of discarding this Angie's Ravager, even though I do have the LED worst case scenario. So I'm just looking for another creature to hit. See if it's gonna get a force. No, it does not get a force. It's no fun. What is that card? Submerge. I didn't hit the other creature, which is very unfortunate, but I guess we get a free 4 damage in. Oh, crap. I forgot it was an attack trigger. Okay, never mind. We get to do everything we want to do. It's just post-combat. I thought Angie's Ravager was a damage trigger. Okay. This makes, I mean, I guess I should have a second LED right now. That's the punish for it, right? But it's fine. Faithlessly loot. Guess I'll discard these two so I can end step a Ravager. Yeah. Hunting, and it does not matter. Love to see it. Yeah, and then now we have end step crack LED for Ravager, which is quite nice. They're going to be digging for quite a bit. I guess they could get, they hit like Bolt Murktide. It would admittedly take quite a bit, but they could technically get there. So I don't want to say that we're. I think we're in a good spot. I don't think we've won yet. Yeah. So this gets to be a giant Murktide. So what? If their last card is a Lightning Bolt and they hit a sorcery, I guess that was the route there, but no, they're just gonna do that. And I will do this. Plays are on days too. Actually, I suppose end stepping it didn't matter, right? Because I guess because I had anger. I guess this plays are on surgical. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making a bunch of stuff up. Ooh, gets the steam vents. Bolts the Raptor. Okay. Do they? Okay, so they did already. So they would have had lethal there because they hit the sorcery off the top. It's funny. I think this is lethal. We go what? Cast the, because we have anger at least. Cast the Root Walla. Attack with everything. Because what they're going to... I guess this would have been lethal anyway, right? Because they go block, 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 and they go pump, pump. So that would have been lethal anyway. But still, we got there in the end. That's good. This was one of the reasons I wanted to play this deck, was because I did think it was going to be pretty solid versus Delver. They have Force Will, but ooh, House of Mana MTG. I'm acquaintances with House of Mana MTG. I'm trying to think what he'd be playing though. It's got to be like it's definitely something blue. I don't think he'd play like some sort of like combo deck, right? I don't think I've seen him play Legacy in forever. I don't even remember the last time I saw him play Legacy. Huh. Yeah, well, we are joining the match, so we just have to be patient. Can drink some water in the meantime. Oop, there he is. Say, I am quite notorious for playing mono red Blood Moon decks in Legacy, so he's probably going to be expecting that. Let's see. So yeah, do Burning Inquiry. I mean, it seems pretty solid. Okay. If I lead on Street Wraith versus Burning Inquiry, it doesn't really matter because they both kind of. If I'm casting, they're both going to signal about the same thing, right? So. Burning Inquiry. See what we hit. Neat. Ooh, yeah. Discard 2 Murktide Regents. I think that's good for us. Play Hollow One and then just pass. So it does look like he's on Delver. So I'm intentionally not using these fetch lands despite despite having Oxyvagonus in the deck, simply because I think the life total in this matchup is very relevant, is the thing. So not having access to like my life total is a very important resource in this matchup. So I'd rather preserve that as much as possible. Root Walla. They flipped with Bolt, right? They did. So why don't I? We don't have anything in the graveyard that doesn't have haste. So let's just attack first, right? I'm doing this because I'm fine. Oh, they're gonna go block there and then bolt the Hollow One likely. Because they're debating if they want to do it now to get the trigger, or if they want to so if they want to wait until post combat or end my turn to see if there's anything like on my turn they want to bolt. I think bolting now is probably fine, assuming because they do have 4 cards in their hand, and this is the thing they're probably going to be most worried about. Yeah, and they were able to bin a land. It wouldn't have like saved the DRC or anything, but I'm fine grabbing non-basics at this point because it's pretty clear that like if they were gonna wasteland me, they were already gonna do it. Days, dang. Well, that one's unfortunate. So like in most scenarios, it's right to do like post-combat things like that, especially when you think they're gonna just like trade off their thing. Let's see what we draw here. Hollow One. Well, you could just hard cast that at some point. So I am gonna play the Arid Mesa. Play Blazing Root Walla. Pump this Root Walla. And attack. We know they discarded 2 Murktides, which is very good for us, because a Murktide would not be good for us here. DRC. Cool. So now the problem is we go down to 8, right? We know they don't. Lightning Bolt is gone. Oh wait, they're fetching now. There's another Ponder. Cool. So the problem is if they hit another lightning bins the Pyroblast. If they hit another lightning bolt, we're kind of screwed. So I wonder if we're supposed to fetch because they're not gonna be running Gut Shot. I don't think 1 point of life is gonna matter, so I am gonna fetch here. Burning Inquiry. Well, this is kind of odd, but I think we need to high roll, so let's try it. I'm just getting a Force of Will out of them. Pitching Daze. Interesting. I think we were supposed to do this post-combat in case we hit like some crazy amount of like we hit like Vengevine and a Root Wall or something. Like I doing this post-combat to potentially hit lethal is good. Probably debating like what's his plan here, right? Like I attack with these. What do you do? Well, top is not good for me. I will say that for sure. I will attack. Okay. They do block here, so they're gonna. This makes me think they don't have a lightning bolt on top, right? Because if they didn't, they would just not block, go to 2, and then because I don't have like a shock or a bolt or anything, they know that. So what we actually discarded our Taiga, so we can't hard cast a Vengevine if we see one here, and that would mean a Wasteland would also be pretty well for them as well. What is this? DRC Iteration. Well, we need something pretty darn good here. Don't think Wasteland's probably just gonna do it because they can hit the green source. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that gets us out of this. Nope, that does not do it here. I guess I can fetch just to make sure I don't have anything in here, but yeah, I guess take that back. I guess I could have cycled first. That would have been better. And then if I did hit, I don't think this matters. I guess I could have cycled into a Burning Inquiry and like, sure, cycle. And then Imp can't block. So okay, that was a little bit unfortunate, especially after hitting 2 Murktides early on. But I wonder if we are supposed to bring in these Firestorms. What would I cut though? These are all good. Like Trim and Anger, Trim a Street Wraith or 2. Sure, try it. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's right or not, but I'm kind of curious to see how it plays out. Because if I can like 1 mana deal, so I can deal a player too. So I can. This is like a potential like finisher, like bolt them for a bit. But I can if they have like 2 creatures, I can like cast that, discard 3 things, and kill 2 things, get some. I don't know. I mean it's definitely a lot better against things like elves or what's it called? It's like or like D&T or just like any like creature deck like that. Also, don't think surgical's right either. Even if it's like pseudo graveyard, like I don't know. I think we want to just try and stay as consistent as possible. Sure, let's try it. gonna start on LED. See if maybe we can get like a force out of their hand or something. Lead. Do you want to counter? Ah, they are gonna counter. Cool. Okay. Force switch days. I do kind of want to have a black source if I hit something, so I'll fetch here. Then I will Burning Inquiry, try and hit this all one, or try and keep this all one. No, double force. Cool, I guess. Maybe I guess if they have a second force, then the basic mountain is better. But I don't know if they have double force wasteland. This seems like not a great thing for me either. Play land go, or I guess. Yeah, I'll go land go. The upside of hitting a land next turn for Andy's Ravager is just so much better. This makes me think they don't have another days in hand. Wasteland, cool. That's more annoying. And now I will be firing off this Faithless Looting, very sadly. Hey, this is the nuts. So what, I go Root Walla, Firestorm? Play that. Play this, then I'll play LED. Cast a hollow one. Pass the turn, plan to crack LED for Andy's Ravager end step. So this deck gets around days. That's worse versus Bolt, but if they're gonna bolt the Andy's Ravager, then I think we're in a good spot because then we're just attacking for 6 or 7, sorry. So it's not bad. If they have a bolt, it gets significantly worse. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll punch you for 7. Because Murktide. I mean, they did already pitch a Murktide to force a will. So I guess I don't have another one, but could have gone badly. Another bolt. Okay. Well, if they, I mean, I guess if they play a creature, they're probably Brainstorm. Okay. I wonder if Pyroblast is too greedy. Pyroblast is probably too greedy, isn't it? Though maybe it's good just because like it kills Murktide. Like you are like a very base. I don't know. Pyroblast might be worth considering. DRC. Cool. So I think this should just be lethal here. Yeah. Discard. Done. Can't madness, but it's not what I'm worried about. I just want to play around days on top first. I guess I only need to do it X1 in case there was like something weird I wasn't thinking about. Like, so no, Submerge wouldn't have even got there, but whatever. Funky anger art. I think Firestorm's fine. I wanna try that. I'm gonna try keeping that in. I don't know how good it is, but I enjoyed playing it, so it will be staying in for the time being. There it is. So I had a just unrelated story. I was in shop class and I accidentally took out a screw. Found it. I accidentally, this hand I think is good. I accidentally took a screw out of the class, right? Like, and they're super cheap. They don't want them back because it's more of a hassle to find a place to put them, to put them back in the right place. But um, yeah. Point is they basically said just like screw it, that you can just keep the screw. So I just have a screw now, and it's kind of cool because I like them, but I don't know what to do with it. Like, I just have a screw now. I don't know. But back to the actually like important. Not say important. Back to the fun part of it. So it was late at night, right? And I had right there. It was late at night, and the lights were all off, and I was fiddling with the screw, and I dropped it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So there's just like some random screw on the floor that I could just like step on. Like, that's not great, is it? So it took me a while to find it. And it's probably now I don't know if this is even an interesting story, but whatever. It is what it is. Back to our regularly scheduled content. Playing the land first, play run days again. I wonder if they're supposed to force this though. Is the thing. I mean, they're brainstorming first to just get more information. Uh, yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Street Wraith would probably be the best draw. Nah, they got more counter magic. Okay. We will let them resolve their counter magics. I wonder if I'm supposed to cast anything here. I think I'm gonna cast a Blazing Root Walla and just say go. Wasteland. Yeah, that was my concern because they could now we're another turn off casting or flashing back the Faithless Looting. Firestorm. Let's draw that card. Sounds very good here. Putrid Imp. Sure. I think we're just gonna be on the Root Walla plan now, I guess. Discard that. Guess that. I will attack you. For one. Be afraid. They aren't gonna block, but I still gotta send the message. I'm gonna want green here, and pay the last mana to cast a hollow one. Neat. Let's see. Don't think they know what's on top. Well, they didn't reveal it. Even if they did know it, I suppose. Okay. Just passing. Okay. Wooded Foothills. That's fine. What are they missing? They're missing creature. So I think I'm good to just attack all. Creature or artifact, I suppose, or gem. I mean, the likely one is creature or potentially Mishra's Bauble. Those are the two I might actually have to worry about. Here, see what they could be thinking about. So our plan is to will likely just pump whatever they're. Oh, they're just not gonna do anything. Interesting. We'll pump. Pump. They're at 5. Okay. I feel like they had to block. Maybe they're just in a losing position if they block the Root Walla. Huh. Okay, flips on that. So Hollow One is now lethal. Lightning bolts the Hollow One. Oh no. If they have what's it called? What's it called? End the festivities. That's the card. They deal one damage to everything, which would kill everything here because they bolted the hollow one. Oh man, so I mean they pretty clearly don't have it. I'm hellbent. So if they had it, they would have just slammed it. They're just trying to find it. No, they have conceded. Oh man, that was. Oh, gave me a bit of a spook there, I will say. Oh man, okay, that was good. Um, oh man, that was quite close. No, I mean, and the festivities would have likely just won them the game there. But it was nice to have a little bit of a scare there. Just gonna wait in queue for the next game. I'm trying to think how many I can play. I've got class at 3:30. But I want to shower before I go, so what? Probably want to leave at 3. Ooh, wait, match is up. I'll keep rambling about my schedule as soon as I put that in and we can join. Cool. Okay. So what? I need to leave by like 3 to get to class. Probably 2:30. It gives me like an hour. I have an hour more playtime. Overall, I'm quite impressed with how this deck is done. It always like felt like just the deck was just full of like mono medium cards. This hand is a snap keep. I already know what I'm discarding, so I don't need to cast the Street Wraith first, or I don't need to cycle the Street Wraith first. Discard. Recycle. Recast. Yes, use Sunshine's ability. Punch. And we are even set up for a pretty good next turn as well. With we can pump the Root Wall and Blazing Inquiry. Let's see, because if they're on Delver again, I'm pretty sure Delver just can't beat this star, or at least, excuse me, or at least it'll be very hard to. I mean, like, what? I'm attacking for 8, 9, 10, 11 next turn? So if they're on, like, Doomsday or something, I don't think they can beat this either. Bant. They would need, like, any sort of, like, white deck would need all their swords. Basic Mountain. Oh, they're on Burn. Okay, this is a free matchup. Play that. Play that. That's unfortunate. It's not the card I wanted to discard quite yet because I can't cast it. But let's see what I have in the bin. Nothing of importance. No, I've not cast a creature yet, so it doesn't actually do anything. But here, I'll do that and then save the Root Walla for a later date in case I need to like in case they somehow find a way to like return kill all my things and then I need to return Vengevines to kill them because I mean like what is their play here? They could have Bolt if they like use their Bolt on that. They could have Smash to Smithereens if they're main decking it. That would be the route, right? Because if they go 3 to my face, I go to 13. If they have Bolt, I go to 10, 7, and then Fire Blast would be 3. So I'm not even dead to like their like best draw here, right? I wonder if I shouldn't have cycled the Street Wraith. Yeah, cool. Kill the Root Walla. That is not the problem. Goblin Guide. Okay, well that's jump blocker. I'm gonna hold on to the Root Wall to get the Vengevine back. Burning Inquiry. I'm debating if they like bolt me here or something, or what they do. So I'm guessing they have a lightning bolt in hand. They're just debating if it's like worth going after the Vengevine or anything. Bolt me. Cool. Wow, that milled me 3 cards. Fun. I kind of want to faithlessly loot, to be honest. Cast that. Faithless looting, and then we hit any madness creature off this? No, that's just unfortunate. Well, they go to 1 life. I guess it's technically possible for us to die here, right? If their hand is land, bolt, 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 fire blast. It's 9. Yeah, land, bolt, bolt, fire blast would get us. Okay, they didn't. I guess Firestorm is probably fine. Better than the cards that say lose 2 life. I don't know. If Mind Break Trap is any good in the mirror. Probably not, right? Like, your best bet is you're hitting, like, Angie's Ravager or Hollow One. But most of the time, like, it's not unlikely for you just to hit, like, a random Rootwalla. And it's just at that point, you're spending 1 card to get rid of a Rootwalla. You definitely want Ancient Grudges. Those I know are good in the mirror. Probably Surgical Extraction as well. Because if you can, like, surgically extract... I mean, you don't want Ley Lines. I know that one in the mirror. But probably bringing, like, Surgical Grudge in the mirror. I've played Legacy Burn many a times. It is unfortunately not quite a competitive deck, but you know you always have to applaud people that try and play it, right? It's not easy. We don't have anything like Collective Brutality to bring in. This is probably a keep, but it's kind of weird. Ley Line of the Void. Okay, well that stops these 2, but doesn't actually stop all that much, to be honest. Like, fires. Okay, Goblin Guide. Swings, reveals a Hollow One. Is a turn 1 Hollow One any good here? It's probably fine. Broadlands, Imp. Discard. 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 Hollow One. Go. Kind of hoping they don't kill this and I like rip a land or something and I can do Angie's Ravager things, but combat, anger. Well, gonna block with the Hollow One. If you've got a bolt to kill it, then that's a bolt not going at my face. Actually, maybe because I have the Firestorm now, but I do want to hold on to this Angie's Ravager is the thing. Searing, yeah, sure. Playland of the Void is actually kind of annoying. I also probably shouldn't have kept a one-lander, but that's... I don't know. It made a turn one hollow. I mean, I guess we drew the hollow one, right? That was the good part of it. Spear. Land. They just attack me for one is cool with me. Passing. Well, I'm not gonna Firestorm now. Steinmeier. The perfect draw. We can't get a hasty Ravager with the Anchor because, you know, Ley Line of the Void. But Goblin Guide. What is this? Sulfuric Vortex. This doesn't have the free cast thing, right? No. See if it's land. No land. A Root Roller wouldn't have been bad, though. Getting a basic mountain because I don't know if they play, or I know they play Price of Progress. I don't know if they leave in Price of Progress. I'll just get to Ambush Viper this. And our Petri Imp gains flying. Cool. Do this. Kill Yar things. Attack. Refill. I will play the lands, but I'm not going to be fetching them anytime soon because I don't want to just die. Lands that hurt quite a bit. Discard Rootwalla. Burning Inquiry. If they drew a land, they would have held on to it. Let's see. Actually, let's take a look. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So if I pump, I just win. Suppose I'll play the land then. And then just attack with everything. Get the trigger. Fetch once. This Price of Progress would get me here. It's unfortunate, but actually wait. Ah, crap! I didn't need to do that because it would have taken 2 to the Sulfuric Vortex. I didn't need to do that. That's unfortunate. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I might as well pump, right? Wow, they had Bolt, but didn't, what's it called? Didn't bolt the Ravager pre-combat. They waited until after attacking to do that. Okay, I'll play LED and pass. Not gonna fetch. I mean, I'm dead to Bolt here. They got Bolt. They got Bolt. I didn't crack the LED because I F6'd. Oh my god. Okay. That's not good. I didn't think about the Chain Lightning. Okay. Yeah, that one's bad. That's a pretty bad loss. Let's hope I can not punt in the future. God, I didn't even think about Chain Lightning. Because LED's technically not a mana ability, I don't think. It's funky. Yeah, because it says activated only as an instant. So you can't use it as a mana ability, which means you'd have to crack it in response to the Chain Lightning. Huh. Well, that is a lesson in not F6ing, I suppose. Huh. Unfortunate. Okay, yes, I would like to go first. The hand seems fine, right? Like, I'm not gonna mulligan this. No Ley Line of the Void. Cool. Do I slam a turn one hollow one? What do I do? What do I do? What would I be discarding? I'd be discarding 1, 2, 3? Yeah, I don't think I like that very much. I think I'll play Putrid Imp and pass. What is the play opponent? Goblin Guide. Cool. Another Putrid Imp. Well, that's kind of awkward, but it gives me something to discard. Actually, let me fetch a basic mountain first. Okay, I'll take it. Imp. Arid Mesa. Discard Wooded Foothills. Hollow one, go. They need Smash to Smithereens here. That is the route. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. I'm trying to think. If they had Shattering Spree. Shattering Spree would kind of suck here, actually. We aren't like out of it if they have Shattering Spree, but not F6ing. Now just out of principle more than anything else. I can click OK fast enough. Chain Lightning my face. Well, this is the time to do it. I guess that's the argument to playing the LAD, right? Because then I could have, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't even have Chain Lightning back there. Well, now I would have Chain Lightning back, but we'll play LAD. Attack for 8. Now I wish I had Chain Lightning their face back, but alas. Oh man. If they attack, I'm snap blocking. Burning Inquiry. Okay. Well, here's my discard outlet. Don't need any more. Sorry, there's not a lot to talk about here. It's kind of just the onus is on our opponent. We have made our decisions for the most part, and now we will let them make theirs. It's not a very interactive matchup, unfortunately. A lot of the times it's just Eidolon of the Great Revel. Okay. Sure. What did they reveal again? They revealed Burning Inquiry. I don't really want to lose more life, so I think I'm just going to attack both of these first. Because if they don't block with the Eidolon, then they're just kind of... So what, now they can't cast spells, right? If I'm... I guess Fire Blast they could cast, right? So if they have... Could Fire Blast me. They can only cast one spell now. Through this Eidolon, at least. So that's why I didn't like attack with one, hold back with the other, because I kind of assumed they'd chump block there and I'd be able to Burning Inquiry, but just trying to think. They attack me, I go down to 7. They've I guess Bolt Fire Blast would get me here. Maybe I should have thought more about that attack, actually. Mountain. Turn off auto yields. I keep doing that. So Chain Lightning. It's copy it, so it doesn't get if they Chain Lightning me here, I can pay to copy it without having to take the Eidolon damage. Okay, let's see what they're up to. Go. Okay. I guess I'll attack, right? Force them to double block, or block. It gets them out of their Eidolon, but it means I can cast these Burning Inquiries, which I think are pretty good. Maybe if they had like 3 Lightning Bolts or something and top deck a 4th. Price of Progress. Well, that deals 2 damage to me. So that could be worse. Discard a Root Walla. Okay. Cast Root Walla. What does casting this other Burning Inquiry do? They're already dead next turn, so I don't think sculpting their hand more does anything. I'm dead to exactly 3 Lightning Bolts here. Lightning Bolt. or Fire Blast, or any sort of 3 cards that deal 3 damage. Oop, 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 oop. Not doing that again. They need another burn spell here. Or in response to the copy, at least. They have like another Chain Lightning. That doesn't do it. Yes, I will pay. Target you. Got like a Lava Spike. I mean, they would have had to have another Chain Lightning. I don't even know. I'm just... This was displeasing. Oh man, that was not great. I will admit. Well, I'm 2-1 now, but man, that did not feel great. Oh boy. You know what? We reflect on our mistakes. Chain Lightning is a card we need to, and you can't activate the LED in response. Like you have to activate it in response to the cast of the spell, not the resolving of it. Keep. Let's hope they aren't on burn again. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna faithlessly loot because I already have the 3rd card discarded, so I'd rather just guarantee to cast the hollow one. Caracas, Mother of Runes. Ye old D&T. Play LED out. Play Burning Inquiry? Angie's Ravager. Cool. Well, is Ravager even better than Ox is the question. Maybe it's not even. You know what? No, I'm not going to cast it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do need to get these 2 Vengevines out of my hand, though. Mother Runes can chump the Ox for quite a bit. What's the? Oh, it's Oswald deck. It's not Death and Taxes. Painter. Blue-white Painter? Cool. I guess we attack first, right? It's the better play. We don't need to... And I guess if we, in this scenario, we hit exactly 2 Root Wallas, it would be better to... Nope. Can't do that, because now they... Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, so I don't activate because they can do that. But I guess they take 9 here. That's the bonus. Or yeah, they go to 7. That's the bonus. Loot faithlessly. Discard. Pass the turn. Esper Sentinel. Ancient Den. Oswald. So we don't just win, but we're in a pretty good spot, I think. Imp. Burning Inquiry. I will not be paying. Need to hit a creature off that to cast. I don't think I'm dead here. Let's put it like that. They need actually land grindstone. Yeah, okay, that just does it. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. What do we want? Firestorm Grudge. They have like some graveyard elements, but I don't think it's enough to bring in Leyline or Surgical. Cut in Anger. I'll cut Ox, 2 Street Wraith, and trim a Rootwalla. Yield 61. Man, I'm still just getting over that. What's that? The loss to burn. Nope. Keep this. I'll put back Imp, I guess. I don't think they run Force of Will, so. Badlands, Imp, LED, LED. Play into end step Firestorm. Or sorry, end step Ravager. So this is prismatic ending? No, Esper Sentinel. Cool. Lotus Petal. Can't be doing multiple things here. Come on. Don't think killing the Sentinel's worth it at the moment. I think I'll just get my value off of the draw 3. Do you have like swords on the Ravager? I guess that's where I get punished. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that was wrong, but yeah. Yeah. This is very tragic, I will say. I guess I hold on to that one. There's no point in doing anything there. Just pass the turn. Another Esper Sentinel. Yeah. I need. What can I even draw here that gets me out of this? Don't think a hollow one does it. Problem is now they get their Saga, which likely just gets Grafdigger's Cage. And they just make a bunch of things anyway, so. Soul Guide Lantern. That is close enough to. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I just played poorly, but that did not feel remotely close. waiting for a match. I don't know. I think the 2 matches versus Delver were very good, and then I played poorly versus Burn, so I lost. And then I don't know. Maybe I just shouldn't have. Maybe I should just stop playing matches after I like lose one, just to like preserve the my mental state. So because I know I play a lot worse when I after I lose. Yeah, especially after, I don't know. Who knows? Just a game. Don't worry about it. Like what else there is? I guess I'm gonna pull the deck back up. Nope. I wonder if Once Upon a Time has got to be tried, right? Someone's got to have played Once Upon a Time in this deck before. I mean, what if it's just not? There it is. I wonder if it's just bad because like it adds more. I mean, I think it's. I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in like any decks recently. I wonder if there's a reason for that, or if it's just like, I don't know. 3 minutes. This is quite the queue time. Should be a lot faster, I thought. Like, we got like the first 4 like really quick. I don't know. I will say the deck feels like you need one of these like 12 cards to do anything, right? Then everything else is just kind of like setting these cards up. Yeah, like we did get there with like Root Wallabeats, but it's still a little rough. I don't know. Match found. All right. One last match. We can end on like an even 5 and say it went 3-2. I mean, what? I go 3-2. I don't know. I probably this deck does feel kind of like very. I don't know if high rolly is the right word. It feels very hit or miss. Like you either like get some like you get like either get like very good turn 1s, or you just kind of like, it's like an average hand. It's not bad, but like this, like do you keep this hand? I'm inclined to say yes. Like if I draw any of those 12 good cards, this hand is phenomenal. So but maybe you just can't keep hands like this because they don't have one of those 12 cards, even if you have ways to find them. Okay, well, this is, yeah, about as good as we're gonna get, right? Next turn we get a Vengevine. Turn after that we get a Ravager. Marsh Flats. What could that mean? Oh, it is, what's it called? Reanimator. But I don't know why they're targeting me. No, I cannot cast you, unfortunately. If they like reanimate the Angie's Ravager, that'd be kind of funny. It's probably fine, like a fine play too. This is where this half of the sideboard comes in, though. Reanimates my Vengevine. Well, I am displeased by that course of action, so Grr. I don't even think it's very good though, right? Like, I just have a root wall to block it. Unless they have like another reanimate, right? Then it's good. Just cycle this. I think I'll just play the imp. And just pass. I can discard the root wall, pump it, or block it, and then pump. I will say I know I am very much in the minority here, but I love playing against Reanimator, and I don't know why. I mean, I take it back. I think I know why. It's they have a very linear game plan, and when you can like easily beat them by like I'm trying to think. How you beat the way to beat them is very consistent, right? Like it's not like you're interesting. Shall loot faithlessly. Neat. It's a very easy way to beat them. You know exactly what to do the entire match, right? Like you're never like questioning like, oh, do I have to play around DRC and Murktide and Delver? Like no, you're just always going to be you stop their graveyard plan and you're good. Notably, the reason why I cycled in response to the Madness triggers, if I hit another Vengevine, because the Madness triggers aren't actually casting them is the thing. It is a Madness trigger, and then you after that Madness trigger, you cast them from that. That's why it doesn't work with something like Teferi. But because you haven't cast the two creatures yet, you can afford to... that was probably a bad play. Because now they I guess they have grief in the yard. It's not like you're doing too much with it, but still. We got anger in the yard there, so we go a punching. Anyway, but it's because if you could then discard the Vengevine to Beetroot Imp, the Vengevine would be in the yard, seeing that you've cast that second creature at that point. Okie dokie. Yes, so let's see what their out is. If they have... I suppose there's quite a lot of things, actually. They can reanimate if not actual reanimate. If they have... what's it called? They need Exhume, or actually Exhume's pretty bad for them here. They would need exactly Animate Dead, I think. This looks like Animate Dead, but what are they even targeting? What is this? Aha, my Street Wraith. That is a legal play you can make. I'm gonna loot faithlessly here. I had lethal. What am I doing? No, I didn't. I didn't have lethal, but this is fine. I'll just punch. Math is for blockers. I'm pretty sure they can block here, right? And go to 1. No, that makes more sense. Just preserve your life total as much as possible. I don't know. I'm playing poorly. This is what I was saying that happens, is that if I lose like a bad match or something, I'll just like go on autopilot and stop thinking about it, which I can't do. Like I need to keep thinking about my actions. Bring in all of these. Bring out that, and probably just trim a root wall. Actually, Burning Inquiry seem like they suck here. Oh. Yeah, Burning Inquiries do not seem great. Let's try this. Yeah, Mindbreak traps are fine because they can get easily discarded if there's like to faithless excuse me, they can get easily discarded to Faithless Looting if for some reason they are playing around Mindbreak Trap, which they probably shouldn't be, even though they know I have it, just because I think that the longer the game goes on, the worse it is for them. And then 4/4 Leyline is just good versus Reanimator. Like, Graveyard Hate is generally a powerful thing. So, this is interesting. I'm going to keep this hand. Now, the question is, how many Leylines do I put into play? If they have something like Serenity, then putting both in is bad. But if they have something like Nature's Claim, then putting both in is good. Considering this hand doesn't actually do much of anything for a bit, I'm gonna put both of them in just so I don't have to worry about discarding. Maybe discarding hand size is better. Huh. Oh, I'm gonna put both of them in and then get punished if they have like Serenity or something. But we still have the Surgical Extraction, so it's not like we're all in on this or anything. Yeah, so even if they did like what they did last game, where they unmasked us and reanimated the Vengevine, like they concede. they could not beat the double Leyline opener, which is fair. Unfortunately, I think this will have to be the end for today because I have class to go to. We got five matches. 2-0 versus Reanimator. That felt. I mean, combo matchups are supposed to be the bad matchups, but we did have two lane lines and a surgical in our opening hand for game two, and they kept a pretty lackluster hand with game one. So I think that was. I think that we could have gotten a lot unluckier there. I think we did. I think we played quite well and drew quite well as well. Blue white artifacts. I don't know if we just got unlucky or if I was just kind of zoning out from that first game or from that past game, but it did not feel very close. They had the saga to like grind us out, which is bigger than all of our creatures. Plus they had just a grindstone to combo kill us, and we don't actually have that many ways to interact with it. We have the 3 ancient grudges and then the I believe 3 firestorms as well. So it's not we don't have anything huge for that. Burn. I've already talked about this, but I'll just say it again. I need to. I that is a cruel lesson to not F6 through with when you can still do things, right? Because yes, I could have discarded my hand to LAD for even though it wasn't actively doing me anything in that scenario. That was still a game action I could take, and I shouldn't F6 when there are game actions I can't take because of these like fringe scenarios where I'm like, yes, because they cast specifically Chain Lightning and I can copy it to kill them, like that is important. Then the 2 games versus Delver, a lot of it came down to a Murktide Regent. Honestly, if they had a Murktide, that was a much better card versus us, and I wonder if it's worth considering. I wonder if it's worth playing some number of Pyroblast to deal with that. But we did also beat them without Pyroblast, so maybe it's just not necessary. Anyway, that'll be it. I shall bid y'all adieu and talk to you hopefully sooner than I don't remember when last video was. Probably like a week ago, actually. I will talk to you later, and bye-bye.